Hi everyone and welcome to MeticulousManagers YouTube channel. In this video we are going to look at the best players to sign either on loan or via a full transfer when starting a new season with a lower division club. Obviously you're going to be on limited budget, so getting the most value for your money is highly important. I will just pop into the player search now. And the first player we are going to look at is a Dutch player. Dominic van Ziek. One thing that I look out for when playing with lower league division clubs is determination. Determination is going to be a big factor. You want to be a very determined team. So they keep trying right until the end. Dominic van Ziek has a bit of a problem blending into the squad. He takes a few games to come into his full potential, but as you can see, he's got excellent technique, excellent determination. He's got good pace. It's not brilliant pace, but it's good enough. He also is a good influence on the game. Good anticipation, everything that you could look for an attacking minded midfielder. So he's a great player to sign. He's actually not attached to any club at the moment, but he is wanted by clubs. But you tend to be able to pick him up if you make an offer early enough. He normally wants about £3,900 per week, which is quite high for a lower division club, but it's definitely worth paying the money for him. If you put in a wage of about £3,100 and slightly up his goal bonus and appearance fees, you'll be able to get him for that, no problem at all. The next player that we are going to look at is, I always find it helps to have a good goalkeeper, someone with a bit of experience. And there should be a player in this called Mahamadou Sidibe, Mali goalkeeper, age 33. So although he's advancing in years, he has got clearly very good abilities, good aerial ability, good command of the area. Good reflexes, one-on-ones, good kicking, good distribution. Again, he's a very determined player. I wouldn't say that was a particularly key attribute for a goalkeeper, but doesn't hurt to have it in there. Good at rushing out. So all the main attributes for a goalkeeper. He's very, very good. He brings a bit of experience to the side, keeps a level head, and basically he will keep you in the game. Next player we are going to look at is a guy called Eddie Nolan. Eddie Nolan can play all the way across the back line. Again, really helps, especially when you've got limited resources being a lower division club. If you've got a player that can play in multiple positions, massively helps on them long drawn out seasons when you've got sometimes 3 games within a 7-day period. People start to get tired. Players like this you can really utilise, and he can play in a number of positions, which is very, very helpful. Again, very, very high determination. Work rate's pretty decent. Tackling's good. He normally can hold his own for a couple of seasons. When you start to move, if you manage to get promoted and you move up a division, it's probably worth selling him on, but he's a good player. Again, he's not attached to any club, so you can pick him up on a free transfer, which again is really, really good when you've got limited resources. Next player we are going to look at is Alex Emenki, Nigerian, 23, again plays in defence. Again, not attached to any club, so pick him up for free. Determination 19 this time, and bravery 17. Massively important for a central defender. He's also got excellent stamina, and he's got decent pace for a defender as well, which if you've got someone with decent pace in your back line, always helps when you're playing a team with fast forwards who have got good acceleration. So an absolutely excellent player to sign. and he's only young. He's going to end up being worth money. Even if you sign him and sell him on, it's going to make money for your club. So very, very good player to sign. He actually wants to see your responses, and you can actually pick him up. You don't have to go over the top of his wage. Add an average wage in there and you'll be able to pick him up, no problem. Next player we are going to look at, and it's actually one of the last in the free transfer market, is a player called Yakubu. Not the Everton striker, unfortunately. But again, defender, wing back on the right, excellent determination, 17, good bravery, good composure, got a great first touch, decent enough tackling. He's 30 years of age, so he is advancing, brings a good bit of experience to the back line in the first couple of seasons, and then he does tend to fall away. But definitely if you want a player who's going to really solid up your back line and also be able to get up the wing as well and be creative, Yakubu's a great signing. Next thing we are going to move on to is players who you will be able to sign for a particular amount, or you can actually loan them depending on what you wish to do. And the first one we're going to look at is Craig Sutherland. And there he is, plays for Blackpool currently. He's transfer listed. His finishing is not particularly good for a striker, but his acceleration and his pace is very good. It means he creates himself a lot of chances by breaking off of the back line. He gets himself into pace, into space, and he will get you 15, possibly more goals per season. So he's definitely a worthwhile striker to have in your locker. He's valued at 100,000, but if you actually go on to make an offer, they're only asking for 28,000 for him. So for a lower league club, you might as well sign him. I normally sign him, and he becomes a great player for the next few seasons, and he scores plenty of goals. Alternatively, you can choose to loan him if you want to, but at that price, it's definitely worth just transferring him and bringing him into your side, and then you've got him there at your disposal. The next player we are going to look at is Paul Connolly. Paul Connolly there. There's actually already been a bid for him on here, which can make life a little bit more difficult if you're going to transfer. It's actually Rangers who are after him. To be honest, that's the first time I've seen Rangers be after him. It's the first time I've seen Rangers put in a bid. Obviously, I've got no chance whatsoever of beating Rangers to his name, but as you can see, good influence again, 16, good stamina. He's a good tackling, very worthwhile right back if you can get him, and Rangers aren't after him. Next we're going to move on to loans. Now loans are probably the most important thing for a lower division club because they're not actually costing you any money unless you've obviously bought them in on a monthly fee loan, but there's no need to do that when you're a lower division club. And one of the main players, and the first player that you should look at, is Chukwuemeka of Arsenal. Absolutely fantastic central midfielder. He's creative, he's strong, he wins a lot of headers for you within this central position. He's got great strength. He's kind of the sort of Vieira of your side. He bosses the midfield. You can pick him up on loan. He is wanted by other clubs, so the best thing that you could do is talk to the press, go on to player admiration and actually admire the player, go on to passionate to show that you actually mean what you're saying, and basically telling me that he's a very, very good player. That will enhance your chances of getting him over other clubs. And I'm playing with Crawley at the moment, which is not the best of the Division 1 clubs, but I tend to always be able to get him if I do follow this process and talk to the media about him first. It's good to put him in your side now and actually get him on loan, because he'll be available for loan for the next couple of seasons, and then Arsenal tend to make him as not wanted by the club anymore, and you can normally pick him up on a free transfer, and he just grows and grows as a player. He will end up being worth around £1 million. He'll be a great prospect. He'll improve all the time, and he's a fantastic player for a lower division club who's going to move up the divisions. Even when you get into the Championship, he's a really good player, and he's only going to improve. So highly recommended. Chukwuemeka, great player. Next person we are going to look at is Larnell Cole. He is currently with, sorry, spelled his name wrong there. Larnell Cole, signed to Manchester United, is listed for loan, wanted by 5 clubs again. Very important to talk to the press and say that you admire him again to give you an enhanced chance over other clubs. Great technique, great flair, great determination, great natural fitness, great agility. Becomes a really good player to use in the central midfield, and you can also play on the right. So again, versatile, really handy when you're a club with limited resources. It is quite difficult to get Larnell Cole, but if you can get him, very, very worthwhile signing on loan. And the last player we are actually going to look at is Egert Jonsson. Plays for Wolves, only 23. Can pick him up on loan. Again, he's wanted by 4 clubs, so do the media, talk to the press, declare your player admiration for him. Determination is not actually shown on this one, but he does have relatively decent determination. Stamina's good, his strength's good, penalty taking's good, tackling's good, so you can play him in this sort of defensive midfielder role. His heading's good, and yeah, he's a very, very good player. If you can pick him up on loan, a superb player for a lower league division side. And he can really, really improve. So main pointers from what we've just said is determination is key for a lower division club. Make your side a really highly determined team, so you're going to keep battling to the end. When you're giving your team talks, make them always passionate, give them encouragement. I play with Crawley now. It normally takes me, sometimes I can do it with the first season, get promoted, but always in the second season we tend to get promoted. And yeah, that is the best players that you can sign for a lower division club, not necessarily the clubs who are tending to be set as wanting to win the league, but definitely the sides who are expected to be mid-table, or certainly in a relegation dogfight in Leagues 1 or the higher teams in League 2. These are the players that you need to be looking at, and always, if you're looking at loaning a player, talk to the media, say that you admire them first. Massively going to enhance your chances of getting them. What I'm going to do, I'm going to follow up this video with some clips of the players that we've mentioned, so you can see exactly what you are going to get from them within games, and what types of players they are, and how good they're going to be in what particular position. And we're also going to explain on how you can get the best out of them within their positions as well. So I hope everyone's found that helpful. If there's anything else that you need, please feel free to comment on the YouTube channel and comment on this video, and if there's anything else that you actually would like to see us show you within these tutorial video clips, then post it on our channel wall, and hopefully we'll pick it up and we can do a video regarding that issue. So that's all for today. Thank you very much, guys.